There is a hole in my heart the size of a 16-year-old boy. But at 6'1" and 185 pounds, it is bigger than I am. Yet this pain I feel is nothing compared to the sea of pain in which Ben swam. For a while, he only kept his head above water for us, but after a year and a half, his body became too tired to tread any longer. The demons in his head conquered, and now we are left to pick up the pieces of a puzzle so far broken. Like trying to connect dots that aren't numbered, or trying to find treasure with no map. We shift and adjust, trying to unwrap a picture of events leading back to when Ben snapped. When his innocence was kidnapped and his heart and soul transitioned from life to vacancy. To us, Ben was the most charismatic guy, but his fingers didn't feel, and his tongue didn't taste, and his eyes didn't see the way they used to. He was a stranger in his own body. The face of suicide wears a mask, a beautiful disguise that in the aftermath leaves us clueless. So here we stand, both you and I, asking why. Hindsight is 20/20, and as things are clearing up, we've begun to link together his actions from the past few months, making the connections that led to Ben sitting alone with a shotgun pressed to his head. There were a lot of secrets Ben kept bottled up. In a world so corrupt, talking about taboo topics is shunned. So Ben withheld his shame until it caused him to self-destruct. You see, in his last days, I was a gatekeeper for Ben's secrets. But a solace I was too late, because if for nothing more than understanding of his decision, Ben told me he was sexually violated at 15. The purity of an adolescent was violently and unfairly replaced with a shattered man. Mentally and emotionally locked in his own prison, Ben swallowed his guilt until it consumed him. Thinking he stood alone on the battlefield, his wound never healed. Instead, it was sutured with jokes and false faces, sealing in his hurt as a way to divert from ever speaking of his experience. And while this wasn't the only factor that led to Ben's fatal end, it was a snowball effect with an aggressive descent. Someone can only tumble so much, so fast before tunnel vision sets in. The light at the end so far and so small, Ben's head took what his heart couldn't until he'd do anything to escape the shrinking walls. While we will never understand Ben's pain, we must accept it. Because only within acceptance lies room for change. And we must change. Change the way we embrace others. Change the way we speak, but more importantly, how we listen. Change the way we love, and I mean really love. Change the way we hurt, because a sealed bottle only builds pressure. Change the secrets we keep for ourselves and the ones we hold for others. Change the censorship of tough topics like these, because when it is pushed under the rug, there is no platform left for others to stand on. There must be a sanctuary for these pains to be expunged, a ground where others struggling may lay out their demons. My brother did not censor his life, and I'll be damned if anyone tries to censor his death. Ben did not pass away. He did not slip into silence in the night. He took his own life in the most brutal way because he saw no other option. So don't push this under the rug and don't censor it for your own comfort. If from Ben's death we may save another life, then at least we are doing some justice. We missed our opportunity to help Ben, but there are so many more lives in need of saving. I will remember the boy with the twinkle in his eye and the smile that had the ability to captivate everyone. I will remember the boy who was witty and who loved to learn. I will remember the boy who I called little brother and who called me big sister. There is a hole in my heart the size of a 16-year-old boy, and it is stitched together with the words, "I love you the mostest, mostest."